So tonight I'm going to talk about bucket lists, and it's something I hadn't thought of until I had my first cluster headache. While there's no cure for the condition itself, cluster headaches aren't a terminal thing, like you can't die from the headache itself. It does make you feel like you're going to die with the eye pain. I guess technically you could die if you take too much medication, the verapamil for example. When I was dancing on the plaza last summer, I just took one pill, but it made my heart slow down due to the low blood pressure, and it was kind of a combination of not eating enough earlier in the day before heading out there to the plaza, and then dancing in 30-degree heat, and then I didn't really feel the effects till about 15 minutes later, kind of feeling faint, and then the kind of the vertigo effect. You know, it's a weird feeling when your heart slows down that much. You feel like you just go into like a survival type mode, and I just remember staying calm, which sounds kind of odd because, as some of you know, I have anxiety due to like really stressful situations. My anxiety is not so much fear-based, it's more stress-based, and then I like freeze up more than anything else when I have one of those anxiety attacks. Thankfully that has been for quite a while now. Anyway, you know, having cluster headaches made me chase my dreams of like poetry, music, comedy, going to open mic nights. I just like chose to live more because I spent so much time at home. My first cluster headache in 2013, and then I didn't know what the heck was wrong with me, so I just went to the doctor's offices, and I still went to work, but most of the time was just like going to the doctor's office and just finding out what the heck was going on, and you know, that's not much of a life. And then I decided to go back to church about 2016, 2017, around there. I did go to church around January of 2009 into the summer of 2010. Then got busy with like other stuff and work, and it just fell by the wayside for some time. And then around 2016, 2017, around there, I went back to church because I needed some sort of spirituality in my life. Not that I don't find, you know, nature spiritual and stuff like that, but just to have some sort of people around me, you know. I'm not much of a bar or a club person, with the exception of open mic nights. I'm all about work when I go to open mic nights. My poetry books, my comedy notes, I'm just there to focus on art. So, you know, I guess most people might go to the bar to relax, but I go to the bar I feel like, to work on my art. You know, I kind of take my art in a serious way, like a profession. So, you know, when I had my cluster headaches, and then when I went on the verapamil medication, you know, the art was like my main bucket goal list. I was like, you know, at that point I wasn't really exactly sure, kind of like even like what I had for a while. You know, some people say migraines and whatever, but and some doctors didn't know what was wrong. So, and you know, when you have like eye pain and you don't know what's wrong, you kind of just go, well, am I dying? I don't know. But you know, if I am dying, I didn't want to just sit home and be depressed and stuff like that. I thought, you know what, I'm going to go out and live. So, you know, the art was like my main bucket goal list, and just like, yeah, I'm just gonna live my dream, do art. And my second goal for bucket list was this past spring around May. I thought, you know, I haven't had a bike since I was a kid. I have like an exercise bike, but that's not the same as like going outside to bike and, you know, get some fresh air. You don't get the smell of the Saskatchewan air, but well, this is the city, so this is in the countryside. So, you know, there's more like car exhaust fumes. So yeah, you know, I thought I'm going to get back into biking this summer. So I went down to Walmart, picked one out of the displays, and yeah, don't worry, I made sure to pick a day when my cluster headaches weren't acting up, so I was able to see. You got the seat adjusted, all that stuff, and then biked it home. Now, traffic is pretty horrible here in the East End. It's like one of the busiest areas of the city because you get the highways from like Moose Jaw and Winnipeg and Saskatoon and all the cities and major Saskatchewan cities. So it's pretty busy, and so it was quite a feat to bike that home on the service road there. Of course, my attitude is, I'm a kinetic learner, and I just learn by doing. So I'm like, I can figure this out, and of course I was fine. You just don't forget the sort of thing. So, but my bike is a hyper boundary trail, and it does go pretty fast. You pedal, it can get up to like, I don't know, probably about 20 kilometers an hour, a little more than that. So yeah, if you don't know how to steer that bike well, it's not good to ride. It's not good to bike that one. I would say it's not a bike I would recommend if you don't have good balance. If you have great balance, then the bike is pretty good. If you're okay with going like 20 kilometers down a road really fast, then it's good. I actually call my bike Hyper after the brand name. And instead of saying I'm going for a bike ride, I'll say I'm going to take Hyper out for a spin. Yeah, nerdy like that. Anyway, I guess the main message I have for this vlog is, don't waste your time waiting to chase your dreams. Don't wait until you feel sick or you feel like you're living your last days to do what you want to do. Just, whatever your dream is, just like go out and just like live your dreams now. Yeah. That's all I got for today, and I hope that everyone's having a good weekend, and talk to you later.